we have Constable Jerard Grant in the whare this morning. Mōrena e hoa.
Mōrena.
Kei te pēhea.
Oh, tēnō pai au.
Rawe. Now, we got a couple of kaupapa to touch on this morning. And some of them are quite relevant to our communities as well. So, first of all is our kaumātua driving. What are some of the biggest challenges kaumātua face when it comes to driving?
Yeah, definitely a relevant topic to kōrero about. So I think the message to whānau out there is to really wrap around your nannies and your koros that are driving. In order for them to maintain and having a driver's license, they need to be medically fit, and specifically around the eye vision or the vision, and also their hearing. So it's important that they get regular checkups with their doctor. And as I said, you need this to maintain your driver's license. So it's if you have any concern about your nanny or your koro about, hitting the roads, then wrap around them, identify, when was the last time they got their eyes checked and their ears. But the other thing also was that a lot of our kaumātua also taking medication, so it's about understanding the effects of medications that they're taking. Important for our whānau to wrap around our kaumātua around this, because as you know, there have been some pretty horrific incidents as of late.
Are there any signs whānau should look out for?
I think it's definitely drowsiness, just visually, identifying if you're nanny on koro, like even just move it around the whare, if you can identify changes in their behaviour, if they're not, answering you when you're having a kōrero with them, or they're not answering your pātai or anything like that, that might be a cue to, Nan, you might need to go and get your your taringa check. So that's definitely something as well. But and just be mindful of, as I say, the medications that our whānau are taking, and identifying the effects of the medications that they're taking.
Kia ora. Now, is there age limit where when you reach a certain age, like, 80, you have to go every year, or like to get a checkup, or to get reset your license, or is there anything like that happens?
Not really, though. There is. As I say, what that'll come down to is the medical clearance in order for you to pass those to enable you to be able to drive.
Ka pai, kei te pai tēnā. Kia kaha kaumātua mā. Because this is a form of, what do you call it, like independence, eh? So it's really hard for our kaumātua to be like, nah, I'm not driving anymore.
And that's it. I know some of our nannies and koros are quite stubborn too, I get that. And we don't want to take away their independence. But it's that risk versus reward thing, what's the risk involved with them driving out on the road, but also enabling their independence. It's a tough one.
Ka pai. Now, can you tell us about a couple of offences police have been dealing with recently?
Actually, I tried to do a bit of research. There's I think what I will mention, and it's quite timely, and we have discussed this previously, is around about the stalking and harassment, but also around social media. There are some things that are illegal in relation to social media and what you do with other people's information and stuff like that. So it's important. You just have to be very careful about things that you say or on social media, and how you use other people's sort of information and stuff like that. So social media is a big thing, and that can come in line with the stalking and harassment side of things. But there's a number of there's also one which is off the topic of social media and stuff like that. I do recall an incident where a person was given a ticket for misuse of their horn on their car. So that's something that people may not know is an offence, is a misuse of your horn. So yeah, that's something, as I said, that even I didn't know about that until the particular officer brought that to my attention. So
okay.
yeah.
I was just about to ask, what are some ways to misuse your horn?
Yeah, true. I suppose it's circumstantial. I think, but in this particular case, it was this particular person was using it more than what he should be. So
That's a hard case, but something that we should be aware of because it's actually illegal, ne?
Yeah,
right. What have the Pirihi mana been up to over the last fortnight?
Yeah, we've been
mahi nui.
Aye, tika. Our big kaupapa that we've got at the moment is our matariki events. So we're going to be mahi there, and look forward to seeing our whānau out there. We'll be attending Waipokaro next Friday, actually. So they got their matariki event next Friday. Then the following week, Herataunga on the Friday night, and then Ahuriri on the Saturday night. So we've been busy working with kahununu in relation to developing plans and stuff like that for safety plans for our whānau that are attending the events. So we've been busy doing that. We were fortunate enough to attend the pohiri in Waipawa for Liz Munro for CEO of Tita Whenua o Tamatea. So it was really great to be part of that pohiri, a special day. So we've been involved with that. We've been assisting a lot of our police mahi groups with karakia and whakawātea. That's part of our role, or my mahi is certain circumstances require, or we're requested in facilitating that, for whether it be for whānau and what have you. So been busy doing that. Something else that we're in working with at the moment, and I'm working with iwi po, is in relation to, and it ties in line with a national strategy that we have around taonga that's been found, handed in. We're in discussions and plans and what we do with this taonga. We obviously want to ensure that it's tikanga and how we put it in its final destination and stuff like that. So a lot of kōrero, as I say, kōrero with our iwi, and also in line with the national strategy that police have in relation to that taonga. So a lot of hui around that, as well as our day-to-day mahi stuff as well.
Ka pai. Sounds like a busy few weeks that you've had. Now, before we whakakapi, what's something about your mahi that people might be surprised to learn?
And I suppose it's something that I'd like people to know, especially me, specifically in my role as kaitaka wainga. We work really hard with a strategy which we call, which we've te huringa o te tai, so the turning of the tide. So, we work closely with that framework, and there's 3 po that we work with, and it's the first po is po matara, so that's sort of like he tangata and mindset, so working closely with our people. Po mataho, which is looking at initiatives and improve practice and stuff. We look at strategies to ensure that we keep our whānau out of the system as such, and look at supported resolutions and stuff like that. The third po that we have is po haurua, which looks at partnerships and that. So a lot of our mahi and initiatives are led by iwi, iwi po, and that's through kōrero with iwi leaders and marae and stuff like that. So that is the driving force behind my mahi, and I suppose that's what I want our people to know, and I think it's important for them to know that's what my day-to-day sort of mahi is run by, is those 3 po.
Ka rawe. That's beautiful reflection of your mahi e hoa.
Ai,
Tēnā
tika.
koe. Akati, before we close off, any kupu that you want to share with our iwi to last them right up until next fortnight when you come back?
Oh, yeah, I suppose, I enjoy coming on here and sharing, obviously, pānui to our iwi, and I encourage, if there is anything, in our whānau want to know and stuff like that, to obviously get in contact with you and Radio Kahununu if there's something that you'd like me to kōrero about and stuff. But I think at this point in time, I think I'm looking forward to seeing you all at our Matariki events. Please come and say hello. Give me a high five, give me a hongi, whatever. I look forward to seeing you all there.
Kia ora, tēnā koe hoa. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Nā
E
mihi.
mihi ana.
Kia ora.